watching AYV Television.
Good evening, this is Primetime News on AYV on radio. I am Tolomo Suma. Let's start with the headlines for tonight.
Tertiary Education Minister commends Brewery's Career and Talent Pool Day initiative.
It is important that our potential employees are given the opportunity to understand the ways of working.
Africa Young Voices Media Empire, in collaboration with Africell, has launched the Big Brother Housemate Salon reality TV show.
We want to officially unveil the Big Brother Housemate Salon.
And Government Technical Institute embarks on massive cleaning exercise on their campus premise.
The initiative is coming from government. The president needs a quality education in this country.
Now for the full news with Saloma Suma.
The Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Professor Ayv'S, has commended Sierra Leone Brewery Limited for their brilliant strides to expose students from various higher learning institutions on breweries' opportunities for young graduates. The Career and Talent Pool Day is an annual event organized by Brewery to inform higher education heads and students on what Brewery does and how they can live up their curriculum as such. Samuel Koma has the details.
The Sierra Leone Brewery Limited is the first and only brewery of international standards in the country. It is not only one of the most viable business employing hundreds of workers and providing a livelihood for dozens of farmers, but it's also a kind of historical institution that has seen governments, including military governments, come in and go since the country gained independence in 1961. The Career and Talent Pool Day is an annual event organized by Brewery to inform higher learning institutions, stakeholders, and students on what Brewery does and how they can line up their curriculum as such.
The key objective of the day is actually to engage between the universities and institutions of higher learning to ensure that the curricula reflects what we actually would require in the workforce. You yourselves, I'm sure you're aware, that graduates who come out of university currently are not very well prepared for the workforce. And so this is a way of engaging the university so that we can influence what happens in the curricular development.
Daf van Tilburg is the managing director of Sierra Leone Brewery Limited. Brewery in the past 3 years, he said, has invested over 30 million euros, which is estimated at 270 billion leones, in its modernization drive, training and placing the people at the center of their operations.
I think it's important to note that at Sierra Leone Brewery Limited, people are really at the heart of what we do and are the key success factor for us to achieve sustainable high performance.
In his keynote address, Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Professor Ayv'S, commended Sierra Leone Brewery Limited for their brilliant strides to expose students from various higher learning institutions on breweries' opportunities for young graduates.
It is important that our potential employees are given the opportunity to understand the ways of working, especially one of our finest working destinations in the country, the Sierra Leone Brewery Limited.
The event was well witnessed by departmental heads from across Brewery, heads of various universities, students among others. Samuel Kuruma, AYV News, Freetown.
The Africa Young Voices Media Empire, in collaboration with Africell, has launched the Big Brother Housemate Salon reality TV show. The show, which is set to start in 2019, comes at the back of a major success with the Big Sister Salon 2018 reality TV show. David Turner has more.
We want to officially unveil the Big Brother Housemate Salon.
This project is the latest result of years of collaboration between Africell and AYV. Abdul Aziz Bangoa explains the vision and commitment towards this latest endeavor.
Changing the lives of people, making sure that what you see as a dream is actually achieved. And I think we share that notion with AYV in many aspects, making sure that what people see as impossible, we make it a reality.
This TV show comes at the back of the success of the Big Sister Salon 2018. The managing director of AYV Media Empire, Dr. Duramani Lako announced that this new TV show will cost over $500,000.
The star prize for the Big Brother housemate Sierra Leone, AYV, in collaboration with AfriCell, the star prize is 100 million leones cash. When we are talking about $500,000, it includes the 100 million leones, and it includes also lots of things in the budget that AfriCell and AYV are going to pull together. So we are working as a team, we're doing a costing together, and we're investing in that cost. So probably during the launching or when we're calling the second press conference, we'll be able to give you a detail of what we are spending individually. But so far as AYV is concerned, we recognize the fact that without AfriCell, we cannot do it, and without AYV, they cannot do it.
This show will last for 6 weeks. A total of 20 housemates, male and female, will enter the house on February 14, 2019. The star prize for the show is 100 million leones. Stella Bangua is the operation director. She explained the motivation behind the show.
So long, we've had people tell us that the Western media is always telling a different story about Sierra Leone. When you travel out of Sierra Leone, in many cases, what you find out there in the media is, stories of war, stories of Ebola, stories of starvation, poverty, but they do not actually see the beauty of Sierra Leone, bundle of talent and creativity and resource that we have in our country. And this is the narrative that AYV media empire is changing and reshaping.
According to the management of AYV, this program is the beginning of a fresh entertainment revolution on television. David Turner, AYV News, Freetown.
The Holy Orthodox Archdiocese District of Sierra Leone has celebrated 10 years of successful existence in the country. Over the years, the Orthodox mission in Sierra Leone has been working assiduously to protect and care for children and families that are in extreme poverty and children who have lost their parents. Memuna Tubangwa has more.
10 years ago, Reverend Father Temi, the head of Orthodox mission in Sierra Leone, arrived in the country with few helpers and with the desire to help the poor through the Orthodox Church and education for all in the name of Jesus Christ. He explained.
10 years ago, there was nothing here. 10 years ago. Move forward 10 years. We have a dining hall. We have a clinic. We have guest houses. We have a big church. We have a new kindergarten being built. Brand new kindergarten. We have a double-story primary school with a high school coming. We have 2 orphanages plus 1. Today we are opening for 16 street children without a mama and papa. Hallelujah. Yes. 10 years ago there was nothing. By the grace of Christ, the Orthodox Church has come and you have seen the difference. And today we welcome the parents. We welcome the distinguished visitors.
The visit of His Beatitude Pope and Patriarch Theodorus II and Alexandra and all of Africa forms part of the celebration. The mission has a pre-primary school that hosts approximately 600 children, a kindergarten, and also a St. James Orthodox orphanage in Waterloo that was officially inaugurated by His Beatitude. Memuna Tubangura, AYV News, Freetown.
The St. Joseph Ex-Peoples Association has held their annual dinner and dance at the Bintumani Hall in Freetown. This dinner, according to the president of the Ex-Peoples Association, Emrika King, is to generate funds in remodeling the school, which is amounted to 6 billion leones. Among dignitaries was the President and First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Ransford Lubimeziga was at the dinner and fired in this report.
This dinner is one among several ways to raise funds to remodel the St. Joseph Secondary School. Emrika King is the president of the Old Girls Association. She gave an overview of the project.
We developed an annual plan to kickstart the vision. We've already accomplished some activities, such as a startup map, family fun day, school outreaches, a mentoring program for the pupils, and 2 collaborative forums organized by us, the Archbishop's Advisory Committee, and our overseas branches.
In his keynote statement, the President, Julius Maada Bio, reaffirmed his commitment for free quality education, especially for girls.
I'm here to let you know that I fully support education in this country, especially for the girl child. It would have been a sad mistake if the parents had not given the opportunity to all of these beautiful women from all walks of life, from knowledge formation, to IT, to teachers, to lawyers, to judges. That would have been a disservice to society and Sierra Leone.
During the project launch, the First Lady, Fatima Bio, called on all to help improve on the school.
Because when you have the President of the Republic sitting, you're expecting him to say something. When his agenda is the free education, that means our school is going to be built. He said education first, and education first. What we're doing here is to make sure his agenda goes through, Mr. President. We're making sure the new direction is the right direction for everybody. And so we want to do something for President. So, Mr. President, as this is your new direction, this is not only Auntie Enriquez King's baby, not only Congress baby, this is your baby too. Billion Leones. 6. I don't want to say only, but 6 billion. So please donate to us handsomely and let us achieve this dream.
Ransford Lubimetsga, AYV News in Freetown.
The acting principal, staff and students at the Government Technical Institute have ended a day cleaning exercise at their campus premise, Ferry Junction, east end of Freetown. The cleaning exercise, according to Engineer Edward Boyma Lamin, who is the acting principal, Government Technical Institute, is in line with government's vision to ensure that the environment is clean at all times. He noted that with a clean educational environment, students can comprehend faster. Samuel Koma has more.
Needs to learn faster to state that health is wealth, and a very clean environment enables students to learn fast. And this is the Government Technical Institute that is normally called GTI. And today we are here to witness, a massive cleaning exercise that is ongoing at this compound. But why the need for these kinds of exercise?
The initiative is coming from government. The president needs a quality education in this country, and technical education is actually have to solve the social problem of Sierra Leone. In fact, we are the only institution that offers specific courses in this country. We do automobile engineering. Before you take your vehicle to the local garages, you bring it here. We are doing computer-based maintenance management system. You understand? We bring your machine, we diagnose for us using computers. We are the only institution that is offering refrigeration and air conditioning system.
The Government Technical Institute was once Sierra Leone's leading technical institute committed to offer quality training to clients with the availability of high-quality facilities, qualified and caring staff at the prime location. But how does students view the principal's initiative?
I'm glad because never happened. Now the campus all out of work. I don't come OGTC. I don't get certificates. I don't care. And the first thing is for the students in the field, and that they help a lot. Because at times, when they come on lunch, now they keep coming in.
It's very good because they say cleanliness is next to godliness. So if the principal can with this short initiative say, make we clean the compound, the surrounding, even if not for other people, for your own comfort, and a very good comfort, at least we will be fine.
The occasion garnered an overwhelming support from staff, students, and community residents from across the Kisido-Kiad community. And other students showcased their support through the provision of support materials like bundle of sachet water, soap, and gloves to ensure the process is fruitful. Samuel Kuruma, AYV News, Freetown.
Leone Television, in collaboration with partners, has officially launched a documentary filmed titled Survivors. The documentary, according to the director and producer, is to give a broader view of the Ebola outbreak in Sierra Leone. He said the 85-minute film portrays the efforts of communities in ending the deadly Ebola virus in the country. Memuna Tubangwa has more.
Well, Survivors is a story about the resilience of Sierra Leoneans in terms of fighting the Ebola. So we decided to tell the story because we found out that the stories that were going out, via the international media, does not reflect what was actually happening on the ground. There was nothing about local efforts in tackling the Ebola outbreak. So we decided to do this documentary to prove to the world, from our own point of view, what was actually happening in Sierra Leone by then. So exactly that's the idea is because we want to address the negative media that was going out of Sierra Leone during the outbreak. We want the world to understand that Sierra Leoneans were not just sitting down and waiting for people to help them. We are doing what we can in our own little way to fight the outbreak. In the very first place, at this moment, we are not planning to sell this film out. But what we are planning to do is to screen the film in communities. To take the film, first of all, to key districts and communities throughout the country. In the documentary, you'll also see how some of our medical workers, you understand me, are negligent to do their duties, especially when foreign workers are not around, you understand me. So it's about making sure that we learn the lessons, and we implement what we learn in Sierra Leone.
Now, Parliament was hit by controversy yesterday after members of the House of Parliament nearly sent blows over their disagreement surrounding the private motion bill, which calls for the annulment of the agreement. However, the House finally made a private member motion which calls for the annulment of the agreement made between the government of Sierra Leone and NetPage Sierra Leone Limited for the supply of e-passport on 11th February this year be looked into by next week for proper debate. This motion brought up controversy in the world yesterday. Our parliamentary reporter Joseph Johnson has more.
Mr. Speaker, you cannot speak out of the House. You must observe the rules of the House.
This was the scene in Parliament this afternoon as parliamentarians nearly sent blows at each other regarding the deal with agreement on the e-passport between the NetPage and the government of Sierra Leone. The main issue behind the controversy is that after Honorable Indolo Givao raised the private member motion that the agreement is not in the interest of Sierra Leoneans, stating that the money is too huge for the purchase of passports, but Honorable Hassan countered the motion. The question was put forward by the Speaker, and the ruling of the Speaker then sparks the controversy, making the House to stand down for more than 30 minutes, but the maize was prevented to exit the well alongside the Speaker. After all the controversy, both the Speaker and Honorable Hassan withdrew the ruling and counter motion made. At the end, MPs asked that whatever is sent in the well for debate be reviewed first, and emphasized the need for leaders to be consulted to prevent happenings like this in the future. Joseph Johnson, AYB News, Freetown.
A delegation from the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative Secretariat and Sierra Leone Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative has paid a courtesy call on the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow. The courtesy call was to brief the Vice President on latest report of Sierra Leone's extractive industry ongoing validation to assess whether EITI implementation is consistent with the EITI standards. Samuel Koma reports.
The Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is a reporting standard that requires for the transparency in the extractive sector. EITI focuses on the process, certain transparency provisions, and how the information is used to inform the practice of other countries. Christopher Klusen is the technical manager for the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative Secretariat. Their coming to Sierra Leone, he said, is to ensure that the country makes progress towards meeting the EITI standards.
And that is essentially why we're here. We're ensuring that Sierra Leone is making progress towards meeting the EITI standard. Now, these provisions, it's not about pass-fail.
Mina Horace is the national coordinator for the Sierra Leone Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, SLETI. The validation, she said, brings in a lot of excitement for Sierra Leone, preempting the recommendations of the report to be taken seriously.
We're very happy that the team is here, and especially now that we have a new administration, in terms of governance, we are sure that the recommendations will be taken seriously, because there already, before the team came, there were talks by the government of reviewing most of our laws.
Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo emphasizes government's commitment to ensure transparency and accountability in the extractive industry, stating that the outcome of the validation will serve as the basis to effect the required reforms necessary.
As a new government, we think that since 2016, this is the first time, I think, Sierra Leone will be evaluated. And we are looking forward to that evaluation. We are looking forward to that report, because we want that report to serve as the basis, for us to be able to effect whatever reforms we want to effect.
Sierra Leone is yet to substantially benefit from the proceeds in its oil, gas, and other relevant minerals the country could be proud of. Samuel Kuruma, Ayv'S News, Freetown.
The Sierra Leone for Life has donated about $1,000 worth of school materials and foodstuff to the Ayv'S Kakwa School for the Deaf and Beggars in the Streets of Bo. According to the organization, the gesture is a way of giving back to society and ensuring that the less privileged and persons with disability are not abandoned in the society. Desmond Silla reports.
The goal of the Sierra Leone for Life is to bring people together to help the less fortunate in society. Franklin Momoa is the president for the organization. He spoke about the organization and why they decided to embark on this gesture.
We did for help poor vulnerable Sierra Leoneans there. Sierra Leoneans that we needy. We go out there for help them. The need for feel like say them Sierra Leoneans. The need for feel like say them belong to the society. As Sierra Leone, we come together and Alaji when the CEO with America, bring Sierra Leoneans together, form them.
This is Primetime News on AYV Television and Radio. Stay with us. We will bring you more news from the provinces and the continent after this break.
The ball was out. The ball was out. The ball was out.
Not now. I promised to top up EDSA today.
Stop complaining and use your AfriCell line to buy us EDSA.
My AfriCell line? AfriCell?
Oh yes! With your AfriCell line. To buy EDSA, simply dial *161# to access your AfriCell money account and choose bill payment. Then select EDSA recharge. Enter your meter number, enter the amount you want to pay, and then enter your AfriCell money PIN to confirm your transaction.
But how can I refill my AfriCell money account?
You can top up your AfriCell money account with no extra charges from any AfriCell outlet near you, or simply at any shop or bank where you see a sign that says AfriCell money available here. Buy EDSA now straight from your AfriCell money account at the cheapest cost ever. A price nobody dares to match.
AfriCell, now we network.
Welcome back. This is Primetime News and I am Tolomo Suma. Now in the provinces, we start in Bo, where the Minister of Health, Dr. Alpha Wuri, has certified about 50 Sierra Leonean health personnel after successfully participated in a week life skilled and practical training organized in Bo City by Med Global Medical Organization. The organization seeks to provide prompt response to global health emergencies. Judge Philip Jambawai has more.
Ebola epidemic did not only claim thousands of lives in Sierra Leone, but also deformed the country's health system. Since then, its revitalization has taken different forms. One among them is the Med Global Intervention, an organization that responds to health emergencies in the world. In Southern region, more than 200 people benefited from their free surgical operations, such as acute appendectomy, chronic hernia, goiter, and many more. To ensure continuity, they also train about 50 health workers.
They do be skilled based, so everything will be training. So what we done left, then trainings then doctors then go continue for train others. So we do a basic training, which is like a pulmonary care, critical care training for developing nations. And we also do training in obstetrics and emergency. We do training in pediatrics. So every day we get training lecture series then. So this, I think, is the uniqueness of we mission. We not just come and provide medical services. We train the doctors them and the healthcare providers them, so that as we left, then skills then don't improve.
They also did 2,500 free consultations. Their services overwhelmingly pleased the Minister of Health, Dr. Alpha Tiwuri.
We are so pleased to get a team from the US, from other countries, but a team from our safety specialists. We come to train the people for life-saving skills and at the same time able to perform such a...
George Philip Jambawai, AYV, Bo.
Thanks to George Philip Jambawai for that report from Bo. Well, we cannot go to Makeni. Now we take continental. Somali officials say 20 people died and dozens more hurt in a blast claimed by Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab. Shahifa Hotel owner Al-Fita Al-Birad Rashid was a renowned businessman who took over running the hotel from his father, Abdi Rashid Mohammed.
Al-Shabaab said it targeted government officials staying at the hotel. Reports say armed militants stormed the building guarded by armed officers after the first of at least 3 bomb blasts. American journalists later shared the pictures on social media showing damage to the hotel close to where the 3 bomb blasts were set off, describing the aftermath as horrific. There are fears that the death toll will rise further. Sahafi Hotel has been popular with visiting foreigners because of its relative security, as well as its views overlooking Mogadishu. During the civil war in the 90s, it is used to be the only place where foreign journalists could be safe amidst the raging war.
A grace dance which involves pretending to faint has taken South Africa by storm. Students and travelers are sharing videos online of themselves doing the Ibidala challenge, falling on the ground as they dance to the song, but it comes with a health warning.
The Road Traffic Management Corporation in South Africa has told people not to endanger their lives or those of other road users as they stimulate fainting while they are behind the wheel. It is in the same category of texting and driving, said Road Traffic Management Corporation spokesman Simon Wani. Many fatal crashes are caused by this. Crashes happen within a split of seconds, and drivers should keep full concentration on the road. King Monanda is the artist behind the hit song known as Malwedi or Idibala, which closely translates as fainting in the Helobedu language of Limpopo province.
That's all we have for you in the continent of Africa. Now we'll take our weather forecast brought to you courtesy of Ayv'S.
Hello, this is Elodie Nicole, and today, as every day, I'll be covering your daily weather powered by Ayv'S. Now let's take a look at the Salone weather for tonight. Let's start in Freetown, where it will be mostly cloudy with rain at 24 degrees. Over at Kaimbu, we have a cloudy night with rain at 22 degrees. Moving to the northern city of Makeni, we have rain at 22 degrees. Now in Konadougou, we'll see a cloudy sky with some rain at 19 degrees. And over in Koidu, also expect a cloudy sky and showers at 19 degrees. Through the night, Kenema will have a cloudy sky with rain at 22 degrees. As we move over to Bo, we'll see a cloudy sky with shower this evening at 22 degrees. Down south in Mokaba, there'll be some clouds with showers at 24 degrees. Now let's take a flight over Sierra Leone for tomorrow's weather. Expect a mostly cloudy day with rain in Toke at 27 degrees. Over in Sombuya, it will have a mostly clouded day with rain at 26 degrees. Kalangba will also see afternoon showers at 27 degrees. And in the town of Kukuna, we have a downpours at 28 degrees. Over at Yaha, we'll also have an overcast of clouds and rain at 26 degrees. Koidu will have a couple of thunderstorms at 23 degrees. Folks at Kenema will have a downpours during the day at 26 degrees. A mostly cloudy day with heavy rain expected in Bo at 25 degrees. It will be a cloudy day in Mokaba with rain and thunder at 27 degrees. And finally, Freetown will have heavy clouds and rain in the day at 27 degrees. Checking out the wind for tomorrow. Wind will be moving southwest at 11 km per hour. Humidity is at 83%. Sea state is high. And the sea temperature is at 19 degrees. Let's take a look at our 4-day forecast. Sunday will also face a mostly cloudy day with showers throughout the day at a high of 27 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Monday, we have a morning shower and it will be a cloudy throughout the day at a high of 28 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Tuesday, we'll experience a cloudy day with rain and thunder in spots early at a high of 29 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Wednesday, we have a couple of thunderstorms with a passing shower at a high of 28 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Thank you for watching the Daily Weather powered by AfriCell. Meet us tomorrow, same time on channel 33 AYV TV. I'm Elodie Nicole and I'm signing off. God bless you.
Thanks to Elodie Nicole for the weather update, courtesy of AfriCell. This is the end of Primetime News tonight. Keep sending us your thoughts via email to info@ayvnews.com. You can also connect with us online at www.ayvnews.com or download the AYV mobile app from your app store. We will be back again tomorrow with more news from the continent and the world. My name is Tolomasuma. Many thanks for watching and listening.
You're watching AYV Television.